Back in 1996, Johnny Gould wore this goalkeeper top in the playoff final to get us into the old Division 1. There's a lot of similarities between the team back then and the team now. It's Wembley tomorrow. I am incredibly nervous. Can we do it? Can we beat Millwall? So, Champman video's been going down alright, I think. So I thought it'd be quite good to have a look at Millwall back in 2001, see what they're all about, what league were they playing in, did they have any decent players, and see what level they were 15 years ago compared to what level we were 15 years ago. So let's do that. It's only going to be a short video. Here we are, Millwall. Quite a decent little squad. Now I think this was before Dennis Wise, the Dennis Wise era. So Dennis Wise at this point was still playing at Leicester, and then I think he left to then go to Millwall after the Leicester stint, because he'd just gone from Chelsea to Leicester. If you don't know who Dennis Wise is, just Google him. What a player, what a character. I remember when he came to Valley Parade, Dennis Wise, my uncle had a massive argument with him on the front of the pitch, calling him a plonker and all sorts, and Dennis Wise baiting him, with shouting back at him, and my uncle was essentially just a Barrett City fan. Wow, what's going on my nose? Oh! The team was actually alright. They had some good players. A lot of players that you normally buy on Champman. Mark Bircham won. He was a defensive midfielder. He was a tiny bit of a legend. I remember that camera angle's a bit low, isn't it? Anyway, he was a tiny bit of a legend with Mark Bircham. Canadian. I often signed him. Another player from Livermore, from Millwall, I always signed. And it'd be interesting to see what we're like in real life, was David Livermore. I used to love David Livermore. In this game, I actually put a bid in on Livermore. I think it's episode 2 or 3 I put a bid in for him. As my left back position, because he's that good. He's got the weird stats though. Dribbling 20. What's that about? Like, you know, in this game, old Ronaldo dribbling 20, Zidane dribbling 20, Kaká or whatever. Livermore, how's he got dribbling 20? I never saw him in real life. I suppose Millwall fans will know if he were actually any good at dribbling. A very young Tim Cahill. Tim Cahill went on to go play for Everton, and scored loads of goals, and he's still playing in Australia. I think he's like nearly 38 or something now. Well, let's work it out. 21, yeah, be 38 in real life, and he's still scoring goals. He went to play for Australia, scored in World Cups for Australia. He was such a good player. And back in the day, he was a midfielder at Millwall, midfield centre. Didn't play up front, still scored a couple of goals. He's one to watch actually. Paul Eiffel, another kind of Champman legend. A lot of people signed Paul Eiffel, midfielder, on like a quick winger essentially. Another one, Neil Harris. You'll recognise Neil Harris. Scored a lot of goals. Not a bad Millwall player. Now, obviously, managing Millwall. So it was 24 in this game. He scored a lot of goals throughout his Millwall career. Actually, a Millwall legend. You know, you look at Neil Harris managing Millwall and you look at Stuart McCall managing Barrett City, there's not actually massive amounts of difference. Sorry about that. There's not massive amounts of difference between them in terms of legendary status and what they did at the club when they were playing and what they're doing at the club now as manager. Who else they've got? Savarese. Oh, who remembers this guy? Venezuelan. He were just such a random signing. Such a random. Cherna Samba, obviously, 16 years old. What a Champman player he was. So they've got a lot of good players in this game. Ben May, he were another, randomly, went on to be a good player in the game of Champman, did Ben May. Who else have they got? Steve Claridge, the absolute prostitute of lower league football. Played for so many different clubs, even played for Barrett City. And yeah, at Millwall during this game, come from Portsmouth. Look at this. Look at his career. Bournemouth, Palace, Aldershot, Cambridge, Luton, Birmingham, Leicester, Portsmouth, Millwall. That's 9 clubs. And then he played for us. He must have played for at least 10 or 15 clubs, at least. And now he's like plying his trade as a commentator randomly for lower Channel 5 or whatever it is. So yeah, that's about it. Amankwai, he wasn't a bad player. Give him a shout out. What about the defenders? Nethercott, don't remember any of these. Gareth Days, Nethercott, don't remember these. So you could argue Millwall 15 years ago was similar to what we are, 15 years, although we just come down from the Premier League. So you could argue we had a lot more quality, and hopefully we'll have a lot more quality tomorrow. That's me being nervous, by the way. Not right. Just can't cope.